Hit us with a recap, Carter.
Last time on the CastpoDND adventures, a collection of eclectic monsters decided to head to the Gulf of Mexico for their brief time in this realm. For you see, in this reality, there is a brief stop moment in time where the world pauses, allowing the monsters to roam free and plan out their day. But unfortunately, they were somehow shot up to the great northwest in the Rockies, where it's snow-covered. As they look around at their fellow monsters, they realize something is off. People going through the portal feel different, confused. And as they try to regroup themselves, they discover that the portals have closed. Something is afoot, and will our monster friends be able to solve it? Tune in to find out.
That was a great recap.
You caught me with my pants down when you called it. I'm surprised I was able to pull that off, honestly.
That's when he works best.
Without pants.
Carter works best with his pants down.
Yep. You can put that on a throw pillow.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so do we want? Let's recap who everyone is before we get fully into it. Let's start with Carter. Carter, who is you?
Who are you?
I am a Thunderbird who goes by the identity the Phantom of the Storm.
Calum.
Hello. I am Mokele Mbebe, or Mokie. I am a big dinosaur priest man.
Yo, let's give it up for Tom.
It's DJ Siren Head coming at you live from 104.1 The Crush.
Alrighty, so as we last left off, you guys are hiding on the outskirts of a town in the Colorado Rockies. And a unique experience is happening. You are starting to begin to witness not just the portals going down, but the human world coming awake again. Now, some of you may have been in the human world for the daytime in the past, but it's now modern times. Mokie is no longer considered a deity and probably not used to snow. People aren't sure what's going on. Well, monsters aren't sure what's going on. You are with a group of 3 Yetis who were trying to go to the Himalayas, and for some reason when they went through the portal and they paid the premium too, to go exactly where they wanted to, they ended up all across the planet from where they wanted. And so the most recent thing that has happened for you guys is you are watching the portal go down in a black flame and the world start to wake up again.
We are under cover, right? Last session, I believe we moved to cover.
Yeah, you're kind of in the outskirts, you're in a dense forest in the outskirts of the town.
Nice. So, real quick, I'm going to look at where the flame went. Was there anything abnormal about... Well, I guess we've never seen the portal go down like this before, but...
Correct.
Was there any kind of weird sign or clue as to what specific magic might have been at work here?
Roll me Arcana.
I love getting the first roll of the game. It makes me feel cool and important.
22. There is a primordial element to the magic. So, a lot of the magic and your guys' abilities, there's kind of there's 2 levels. There's your new wave level, and then there's the primordial level. So the new wave level is kind of what DJ Siren Head runs off of and uses, kind of.
Yeah, yo, I'm on the new wave, you feel?
That's why I called it New Wave, because of DJ Siren Head.
Look, New Wave's tried to kill the primordial, but New Wave was proven wrong.
Yeah, but it's more it's not just simple abilities or like transformations, it gets more complex. Primordial is like a quick transformation, say from a person into a werewolf, or being able to use fire, like a lot more.
I do have a proficiency. I do have a proficiency in Primordial, the language, but I didn't know how that would work relative, like in the sort of homebrewed elements of this.
Yeah, it's like the language of the ancient monsters. Ta-da.
So I'm like, you see Phantom sort of pacing back and forth. For people just tuning in, yes, he is a Thunderbird who is also the Phantom of the Opera. He's just pacing back and forth. And you could tell he was like a little annoyed before that he ended up with this odd motley crew, but now he's actually like pissed. Just damnation, another indignity I have to suffer through. And hey, are those man-bats still out and about?
No, they took off.
Okay, good.
What do you mean those man-bats?
It was a group of man-bats. What do you...
Yeah.
All right.
I just like the idea, like when you were talking about your character, and it's like the Phantom of the Storm. I'm thinking of like all the edgy like 13-year-olds who are like, I am death.
That is literally, that is shockingly more accurate to the Phantom of the Opera. I don't know if you've ever listened or watched or seen anything Phantom of the Opera, but that is more accurate than I can even begin to articulate to you, both in terms of the character himself and the fandom that built around him on the early internet.
The first episode of Carter Explains Broadway is going to have to be the Phantom of the Opera now. Outside
it's actually this episode. Surprise.
Surprise.
Funny.
It's it was podcast now, the music of the pod. But yeah, so yeah, I'm thrashing about. You just hear like the wind whipping around me. I don't suppose any of you have a plan, a course of action to get out of this, to get back to the monster realm.
Roll me a dexterity roll, Carter.
Dex save or just
straight
regular?
Dex.
Okie dokie.
My man's gonna get knocked over in the wind.
So as you're doing a little bit of damage to the trees and stuff around you as you're whipping up this wind. It's pretty strong winds.
I would probably notice that and at least stop pacing, because we can't really afford to lose our cover here.
And now to John with the weather. Yeah, we're looking at some high winds here in the tri-state area. Be on the lookout. Traffic is at a standstill on the I-95 from a down tree line. But monster kind, we can get through this. Hurricane prep at hurricaneprep.monster.com. Thank you. Back to you.
You just hear me mumble. I will make a coat hanger out of that one. What do we do now? See, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, yeah.
I guess we could start heading south and see if we run into any other monsters that may have been misplaced. Our safety will be greater in numbers.
Right. I look over at the Yetis who are still with us, and I just go, did you see any other monsters come through this gate before you entered?
Let me see here. There was you guys, there was us guys, and no, not really. We were in line for the Himalayas. There was us. There was some other like crazy looking birds, a couple of dragons, but I wouldn't say anything else. Like, we didn't see anyone come out in front of us on the line.
Well, if anyone came through, we'll just have to keep our eyes for them. Try to regroup. Hopefully those bats will be fine on their own. I suppose mankind has seemed more monstrous. Yeah, and I think, that seems like our best course of action, sort of and heading south.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you trying to sneakily move, or are you trying to?
Well, yeah, we don't want to. Well, I guess. Well, we're already in the forest, right?
Yeah.
So we shouldn't run into too many people.
No.
I guess this is kind of like a route thing.
Yeah. So everyone roll me perception.
Okay.
Perception. I perceive that I didn't roll well. I got a 7.
Oh, I also didn't roll that well.
Let's see. Where's perception? There it is. I found it.
You found it.
I was gonna be like, we're all wait.
Obviously, I'm not very wise.
Apparently, we're all blind.
Well, I don't have eyes, so that's not
That's kind of
Yeah,
fair.
that's not my fault.
you're right.
So as you are moving through the forest, you notice there is a very long roadway kind of intersecting the forest. You don't see too much on either direction. Do you cross the road?
So we looked both ways first.
I hope so. That's up to you.
I do like that character trait. He's making sure.
Well, if Mokie doesn't see any traffic either way, I think he'll fairly quickly kind of shuffle across. A nice like little speed walk, looking both ways while he goes.
All right. So
I will join,
as
but
you
from a
guys-
distance.
Yeah. So as you guys are joining up with the, or not joining up, like kind of joining each other as you cross the road, pretty quickly, you start heading further and further into this forest, and you hear a lot of noises coming from one direction that sounds kind of like.
Baby, you light up.
Nope.
I knew
You
it. I knew he was
bastard.
going to do it. I knew it.
I showed restraint on that, for God's sake.
I had to. You don't understand.
Did you? I do understand, but we have to be better.
No.
Yeah. Fun fact: the entirety of One Direction are all actually monsters, just like Kiss.
Knew it.
Called it.
But you hear a bunch of unusual noises coming from about 2 to 3 miles north of you guys, which let's say you're heading in a general west to east direction.
Okay.
Do you go to investigate, or do you stay on your path?
Can we tell what the sounds are?
It's something you
Like
haven't
people
heard.
talking, or like
It's something you haven't heard of. It's pretty unique.
I would turn to Siren Head and be like,
You're familiar with different sounds. Could you maybe amplify what we're hearing or something to figure out what's going on?
Yo, 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 let's amp it up.
So
And then we'll try and amp up whatever the noise is.
Yeah, roll me. What would that be for Siren Head? I guess Arcana. Does that make sense?
Arcana, or I guess Perception, right? Because he's trying to pick
Yeah.
up on the sound.
I mean, I would just say Arcana because it's unique to Siren Head. Because, like, I could
Yeah.
just listen, but I don't have any unique hearing ability. Well, I mean, I'm a bird, but, like, compared to a giant eldritch sound beast.
All right,
That's me.
Yeah, we'll just say Arcana or Perception. Dealer's choice, Tom.
Okay.
Alrighty, so
Rough rolls this morning.
an 11 Arcana. Yeah, there was
Not
only
the morning anymore. I guess it's the morning for you.
Yeah.
No, it's not even the morning for him. Oh no, he's 2 hours behind. My bad. So you are so you're picking it up, and it's like you're hearing a lot of just random sounds, but you do hear like what you're able to clear up is there is some form of growling. And
Growling?
yes, growling. And then
Okay.
something that sounds possibly like a language being spoken amongst two others. It's not super clear. Like you can hear kind of, you hear voice line A just be like, and then voice line B is like, yeah. So you're picking it up decently well, but you don't have exactly the best signal out here.
Okay.
Okay.
How thick is the tree line? Like, if I go up, would I be able to see anything from up above, or would it be too thick for me to notice?
Tell us what your eagle eyes see.
You might be able to. You might be able to see with what's out there.
All right, I'll give it a try. I will use my flying ability to go up and sort of scan the area from the cloud line.
All right, roll me investigation because you're specifically looking out for something there.
Yeah.
Investigation. I got an 11.
So you are able to tell that there is there is a clearing roughly from between where Mokie and Siren Head are picking up the sound. There is definitely a clearing of some kind there. Do you continue to try and fly higher, or is that what you take?
I will see if I can get a little better view of it.
All right. So you're gonna also have to roll me stealth because now you're getting like clearly above the tree line, as opposed to like kind of at the tops of it.
Fair enough.
So if you're trying to be secretive about what you guys seem to be, roll me stealth.
That's a 17, baby.
All right, excellent. And then now roll me investigation with advantage again,
Cool.
Investigation again with advantage. You know how it'd be.
Oh, well, all right. I got 11.
It's advantage. So
that advantage was very helpful there. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's called beforehand, it's fair game. If it's not called beforehand, not fair game. So with that, you're starting to notice a lot of like machinery there. These giant. How much do you know about like the modern age? Phantom of the Skies or Storm?
Well, I would say that a part of my persona was devised while hiding in the shadows of Paris and New York. So I would say that I know a reasonable amount. I'm not too anachronistic.
Okay. So you are picking up on there is a lot of big vehicles that are insanely large, like for some form of operation. There appears to be a large crane, like, or I guess, yeah, no, they're not crane, like they're cranes. Very large dump trucks as well. So that is what you're able to kind of start to see as you're up there.
Interesting. I swoop back down with like a do flourish back to the team, and I just say, "There's machinery there and men. I don't know what they're planning, but it seems like they're coordinating some effort." I don't know. We've already lost enough today. I don't know if it's worth compromising our position, but I suppose they are doing something untoward toward the natural environment. Mokie, you would have something to say to that?
Well, it doesn't sound like we'd get much help going there, from what I can tell. I say we should probably avoid it.
Siren Head. Well, I guess this is out of character, but Siren Head, are you like a eat person kind of monster? Oh, actually, Siren Head, you could probably lure one of them over here, right?
Yes, sir. That's what we do best out here. We the best music.
Oh, bother.
Get a clear understanding of the situation. What kind of role would that be, though?
Performance, if he's trying to lure.
Performance, probably. Would be my guess. But what should I try and say to them?
Just try and get one of them over here. It seems like they're planning something, and I would like to at least know about my environment before we keep moving forward.
Yo, cool cats, you're on the line with DJ Siren Head, and this week we got a prank call. Be sure to follow DJ Siren Head on Instagram and tag us if you want us to prank call one of your homies next time. Here we go.
Roll performance when I look to see if there is a DJ Siren Head Instagram.
No, I don't think there is. I may have to make that. 21 is what I got, ladies and gentlemen at home.
Nope,
Yes.
it's not one. There's like a bunch of Siren Head ones, but there's no DJ Siren Head.
Well,
so,
see, now I gotta make a DJ Siren Head
Tom,
account.
if you want to use the if we want to use the CastPod email to capitalize on us getting DJ Siren Head on
Siren Head
Instagram,
Instagram handle.
I support it. So
We should just change the Instagram handle for CastPod to DJ Siren Head every October.
we don't have an Instagram.
Dude, sure.
Well, shit. There you go. So yeah, I'm gonna I don't know. I guess I'll do like somebody saying help, like a person.
All right,
Well, while you do that, Mokie wants to go hide in some trees because he doesn't want to
be seen.
be a part of this. Yeah,
All right, roll stealth, Calum.
I will. Pooh.
Wow,
There.
duality.
I was gonna say, how much stealth can you reasonably do?
Yeah, so you kind of
I've got.
you
good
find
stealth.
enough space for you to just lay down and curl up a little bit.
Nice. I was thinking I was doing the thing where I stand behind a very skinny tree, but like
That works too.
perpendicular to it.
Yeah. You're standing just you're just curled up behind one single tree. And after Siren Head starts the call for help. Well, first off, what are you doing, Phantom of the Storm?
I am going to go up into the sky again and wait up there because that's the showiest option for a surprise attack.
All right.
He's got a point.
So as DJ Siren Head here is coming closer to him, that he just starts to hear, like, it's like people going, it's like, what is happening? Who's it and what's it? Our boss is gonna be bad about this one. Yeah, the boss is gonna be mad about this one. And
Oh shit, there's two?
yeah.
Oh
And
man.
they start like walking in the general direction. It's like, and you hear the faint of a shotgun. It's like, who calling for help out here?
Which one has the shotgun?
The tiny one, or I guess the tiny voice one. So the two guys you see are wearing weird hard orange hats, bright orange vest over what appears to be some sort of like flannel style shirt, and a pair of jeans that look like they have been left outside for a couple of weeks, and then big heavy boots. And there's two of them. There's one average guy, like 6'1", nothing special about him, and then there's this really big dude next to him, probably around, I don't know, not 7 feet. That's way too tall. Probably around like 6'5", and
Hmm.
and the 6'5" guy is holding the shotgun, and he makes it look like he's holding a toy. And he's the one that's just like, the boss is gonna be real mad about this one.
All right, so here is... Well, okay, I can see Mokie, right? Have they seen Mokie yet?
They have not seen Mokie yet. They're slowly making their way forward. They just asked if there was anyone that needed help.
I'm gonna look over at him and see, like, I'm gonna kind of give him a signal. Like, I'm gonna look at Mookie and see if I can get, like, a nod that I can, like, attack.
I'm assuming Mokie would notice, like he's looking at him, right?
Yeah, you just see kind of, like, a cloud, and you can see my, like, silhouette up there.
Mookie holds out his... just lifts up his neck. Makes, like, direct eye contact.
Yeah, and then he's gonna, like, shrug. There.
If we must.
And I am going to nosedive the one with the gun and use my talons, which you have talons that you can use to make unarmed strikes. When you strike with them, you strike its 1d6, your strength modifier slashing damage instead of bludgeoning. I'm assuming it's just a strength roll, right?
Yeah.
You gotta watch out for the bird with a gun.
Yeah, the bird with the gun.
Yeah. It ain't no fun when the bird's got a gun.
So yeah, just roll a straight strength roll, and it's going to be more to determine how hard you hit him.
6.
So yeah, you're also a giant thunderbird. So the two guys that are standing there, they're like, you see them very on edge, looking around, trying, like, one has a gun, the other's like calling out, trying to find this cry for help that they heard. And then all of a sudden you just hear a poof, and the larger of the two is currently under you, Phantom, and the other guy is just like, holy shit. You see him,
I just
he's
stare him
clearly trembling in his spot, like, shit.
I just stare him down with, like, my eyes crackling with lightning, and I make sure he looks at the masked side of my face, and I just say, "Drop your pathetic human weapons."
You're on the gun is under the guy under you.
Oh, I got the guys mixed up again. Oh, yeah, I use one of my talons to grab the gun and just chuck it away. And I just say, sorry, shouldn't have run right before this. I just say, what are your terrible machines planning?
We're just loggers, man. We're supposed to cut down some trees to get for wood. Wood, was it? Yeah, it's for wood. We're just
and, like, this falls under my... This falls under my purview.
Your what?
I can't have them destroying... This falls under my purview. I can't afford to have them destroying nature. So I try to grab the guy who's still standing by the shirt, and I just say, if you value your time on this corporeal plane, you will tell your boss to leave this place immediately, or he will answer to the storms.
He's like, one, you grab him with your one talon. His mouth is just like, his lips are clearly trembling, and he just starts violently nodding his head, like, yeah, we can do that. We definitely can do that.
Now go before my kindness wavers.
And as you put him down, and do you get off the other guy?
Yeah, I'd probably step off of him.
He helps him up, and you see them hurrying as quickly back to their site as possible.
Yeah, so I look at them and I'm like, thank you for letting me protect my domain.
Of course.
So, do you guys continue, or are you gonna hunker down for a minute?
Well,
I'll leave
we
that up to
didn't
DJ.
really get much out of that interaction, did we?
If they're just loggers, I don't know. Well, it's just really weird that the portal would go down right when loggers are cutting through. Like, our means of egress has been taken from us, and also our means of hiding were about to be taken from us. That's odd, right?
I don't know. Humans have been destroying nature for centuries. I say we continue on. I don't see much point in sticking around.
Well, hopefully my warnings will at least keep this little corner sanguine and natural. What says you, Siren?
The word of the day, you faithful listeners, is sanguine. Call in with the correct spelling and you could win a trip to Monster Vegas. 1-800-THE-CRUNCH.
Just. All right. And I guess we keep moving.
So as you guys keep moving, we're just gonna do a generic. Roll me 1d10. It doesn't matter who it is. We're just gonna.
One person rolls it.
Yeah, just one person roll a d10, and we'll see how.
Your top 10 coming up next. Number 4.
All right. So you start making your way and through the forest, continuing heading in an eastward direction, trying to make it towards the Gulf of Mexico, which was where you guys originally wanted to go.
Yes.
And the trees in the forest are becoming more and more sparse as you go. And
Oh no.
Oh no.
You see the world open up into just giant plains as far as the eye can see, as long as you don't turn around and look back at the forest again. You have
Oh shit! It actually right. We're large. We move quickly.
Yeah, you guys move very quickly.
I'm going to you said it's plains, right?
Correct.
Yeah, Siren Head's gonna switch one of his settings to like, welcome back to your place for all things Monster Country. Coming up next, we got. And then he's going to short circuit, and then go back to his normal, and be like, sorry about that, cool cat. Sometimes the country channel's the only thing coming in clear.
Amazing.
This is all this is for me. It's just a way to do bits.
That's what D&D is, Tom.
I respect it.
All it is.
So
sincerely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you guys? So what do you guys feel like is the best possible move?
So we have forest behind us. We have huge plain fields in front of us. Right?
Correct.
And we're still heading southward direction.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or east, south-ish.
Yeah.
East, south-ish,
because
right? We're west.
Gulf of Mexico relative to Colorado would be southeast. Yes. We gotta get to gotta get to Louisiana. Have ourselves sorry, I just saw what DJ Siren Head looks like, and I'm now in my head. I was gonna say the plains are kind of that's kind of like sort of the natural sort of space a Thunderbird would be in.
Yeah,
so
I'd say just keep chugging along.
Yeah. I think you see me like pick up a couple grains and like winsomely crumble them in my hand.
Yeah. So
or Talon.
you, the Phantom, would recognize this as back when the world was more accepting of monsters, and you wouldn't have to hide in the monster realm all the time. This was your home turf. You would
Right.
like nothing but wide open skies. There's not a lot of like geographical features to interrupt your flight where you would have to adjust or fly higher or lower. It is just open skies.
Yeah. Like I said, obviously because of his big mask, you can imagine he's a bit of a drama queen. He was born with a face defect, which sort of made him ostracized among the Thunderbird community. So I imagine this is both like kind of nostalgic, but also sort of like melancholy, because it's like this should have been what I was living like the entire time, just big open plains, protecting the skies, protecting nature, the natural world.
Yeah, I always thought you were a hawk, not an ostrich.
That's why I was giggling, Tom.
I'm having an emotional day, Tom. I don't need that.
Well, in that case,
Bugs
let me
Bunny-esque
change over to
shenanigans.
something that could help you through it. And he's going to switch his head, and it's going to be like, Satan loves you. This is the religious channel. But it's for monsters, so it's opposite.
Scientology.
Yeah. I imagine I'd go up and sort of, I don't know, just like inspect the planes, inspect my domain.
Yeah.
Like you just see as I like reach the height of the sky, I kind of become cloud-esque. You just see little like flashes, like as a storm's rolling in, you see like the little rumbles of thunder.
All right, roll perception to see like as you survey your lands.
My computer is not that big. I don't know how I lose perception.
Correct.
I don't know how I lose my character sheet every time. And that is a 22, baby. Let's go for the birds.
Critical success too. So you, as you fly up higher and higher, you are able to. There's a hint of nostalgia, but just you get back into the groove of things and you start soaring, and you are able to pick up every little detail. There is, as you start to head more south and east in terms of the Gulf, you notice there is this little tiny like blip on your radar of it should be like that's not something that's usually there. Everything is just clear as the eye can be except for this little dot.
Yeah, I think I think I would go back to the group. I would say, like, obviously that stands out. And as I sort of whip around, sort of in this moment of nostalgia, maybe DJ Siren Head could pick this up, but just like the little twinkle of notes of do 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 do. And anyone listening to this who actually knows the Phantom of the Opera would be like, I get that reference. But anyway, I swoop back down and I say, I saw something from distance, but I could not. I decided that I should see what you two are capable of for a change. That is why I returned and did not deal with it myself.
Oh, bother.
How far away was it?
It was, I would say, tens of miles.
Oh, that's not very far for us.
No, you guys make up the ground.
We got long
very
stride.
quickly. You
right.
guys have very large feet, very large movement. Yeah. And yeah. Do you head towards the blip, or do you avoid it?
I personally would. I mean, we beat up those loggers pretty easily, so I'd like to assume we have this under control.
Are there any small animals nearby, like birds or like mice or
Oh yeah,
a
like
fox or something?
there's like plenty of those guys running around. It's literally like this is like you've seen plenty of those on your travels. It's just this is like unique item. If that makes sense. Like clearly out of place.
The blip is?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I speak to one of those animals that's near us?
Sure. Roll for it.
Nice.
Or just roll it in. So Calum is using speak with animals, and he's able to just basically talk with animals, understand them, and is there roll perception to see what you find?
To see what animal I find.
Yeah, what you can see.
Heyo.
Alright, so you name an animal from Calum rolled a 27, which was a natural 20, so critical success. You name an animal from the Great Plains of America, and you happen to find it.
Let's go for... What would be a very perceptive animal to see? I would say a bird, but then I would kind of feel bad that I'm asking a bird for help when we have a bird. I'd be like, did you see something better than our bird friend?
We already got that song.
I'm right here.
How about a pronghorn?
Alright.
What the fuck? I was thinking like prairie dog, and you roll that shit out here?
Yeah,
I mean, it is the fastest North American mammal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're like, as you're beginning to like continue your journey towards it, you happen to stumble upon a herd of pronghorns that are just casually grazing, and you just see them get like you see one perk up and go, "Bleh," and like look at you like acknowledging you.
Do you know if these fields are safe for travel? Are there many humans that make their way through here?
You see, the pronghorn shakes his head no.
What about any monsters similar to us? Have you seen any of them recently?
And he's gonna nod his head.
Oh, heavens. Perchance, which direction were they going?
And he looks in the direction of the blip.
Thank you kindly.
And I'll turn to the squad and be like, all right, this is the way we should go.
Onward to the blip. It may be some familiars.
Got it, but also you can't... Actually, screw it, I'm doing this in character.
Oh.
Very well, but you can't just say perchance whenever you want. That is not how the word perchance works.
Perchance.
DJ Siren Head is going to switch his head around and he's going to go, that sounds good, partner. And then he starts playing On the Road Again by Willie Nessie.
Willie Ness.
Who is a musical artist in the monster world.
Yes, of course.
Nice.
On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again.
We're gonna
Alright, let's
stop
go.
before we get in trouble.
I can't wait to
Audio jungle.
What'd you say,
What?
Jungle?
Audio
What the hell does that mean?
We're
So you're not
distorting
get
him so no one
DMCA'd.
gets in trouble.
Oh yeah, because my singing about people eating people, like
Hey, when this blows up,
Yeah, if this was
we're about to make it out of make it out with this one.
with Tom's fantastic descriptions. So,
Oh yeah, I mean that's what I'm here for.
Yeah, as you're heading towards the
A
blip,
soundtrack to adventure.
like the closer you get closer and closer to it, are you guys gonna try and sneak up on it, or?
yeah, I'm down for some stealth.
Yeah, I'm assuming we got to keep it stealthy. Like, we don't know what's going on.
Who here has the worst stealth?
I'm gonna guess it's me, but I'm gonna double check.
I got a single point to stealth.
Yes. So
Okay.
like on a
Because I can
scale of
just fly
1 to
away. Why
10,
do I need to be stealthy? I'm a drama queen.
Well, I have 2 in stealth, but I was gonna say I could use guidance on.
Never
whoever
mind.
has the
Apparently, I
worst
have a
person.
4 in stealth.
Oh,
DJ Siren Head.
Well, because you can disguise as a
secretly-
giant
Siren
pole.
Head.
In this urban decay of a country,
If-
yeah, like, of course there's a giant pole in the middle of a field.
DJ Siren Head just T-poses and people are just like, there's a new radio tower in town.
That was honestly going to be my plan for when we were in the village. But then I was
Then
like,
you
if
would've
I
gotten
don't do
stuck-
something, the giant dinosaur is going to get killed.
Yeah.
Everyone's watching, like, how did this... Oh, like, our friends are listening. It's like, man, great bit by Tom, but it was kind of a bummer. The rest of the adventure was just Calum and Carter because he got stuck there as a pole. Like, I respect a good bit, but...
alright. Maybe
Yeah.
we don't need it then. Let's just roll.
Alright. Yep, just roll stealth.
Point.
Okay.
I should have used it on myself.
I got an 8.
Calum got a 5 and Tom got a 18.
I really gotta
Nice.
improve my dexterity.
Oh,
This whole thing is already
oh.
high. It's like in
Yeah.
water and
And-
forest and things. But I'm in a plane,
You're
so
in
it
the
makes
Great
sense.
Plains, yeah.
What, are you telling me you've never seen a big giant tower in the middle of a plane before?
Dude, a big telephone pole.
Yeah, no, you're fine, Tom. It's Calum that's the problem.
No, he's just part of the scenery. He's like one of those plastic dinosaurs they have outside of museums to get you to come to them.
Yeah.
I'm not a savannah.
Oh, yeah, that's your disguise while we're out here.
Yes.
Everyone's like, oh, let's go to Dino World, Dad. Not now, son. We're 20 minutes late.
You'll have to speak up.
Have you heard about the great and powerful Cthulhu?
Oh, it's
my God, now he's starting to get religion.
God
So-
damn it. Get out of here.
You start approaching, and as you guys are making your presence pretty clearly known, you hear a faint sniffling sound coming from.
Oh god, it's the
lifeline
Mucinex
thing.
monster.
You just
Oh,
hear.
fuck. We're fucked. I'm just gonna jump off. I'm just gonna have my character jump off a bridge. We've already lost.
No.
And as you get closer to where the monster is, something seems off. There's no monster there, just a puddle.
Oh.
Huh.
Wait, you're
I
sniffling
go.
and there's a puddle. Just want to clarify.
What'd you say?
We hear sniffling and there's a puddle.
Yes, you hear sniffling, and where the sniffling was coming from, / roughly where it was.
Oh, it's a squonk, isn't it?
Oh my God, it's not a
There's a-
squawk.
No, God damn it! I thought when you said sniffling, I'm like, he's gonna do that sad thing that makes me upset.
Yes.
You have to have more to life than being sad and ugly.
So yeah, you're just
DJ
standing around the
Siren Head
puddle.
would like to kneel down and touch the puddle, but he's forgotten that he is an electrical being, so he's going to short circuit himself.
So,
I also have thunder powers, so I'm probably not the best person to do this.
Electrocute Squonk.
I do water things.
Sure you do.
Okay, I'll lean down to the puddle. I have pretty good history, so I feel like I would know what a squonk is.
yeah. Roll me a history, and if it's above, I would say a 6. You're fine.
Well, no,
Famous
well,
last
no, I look
words.
stupid. Aha!
Oh,
You got a
God.
22, you liar.
All right. Well, you also had a 3. The worst you like, as long as you rolled better than a 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you clearly recognize this as signs of a squonk.
A squonk has been here, poor creature.
Well, it's got to be close, right? Because we can hear it sniffling.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll look around to see if I can tell where
So
exactly it is.
roll perception with advantage.
Sick. Heck yeah.
Okay. You notice it like 20 yards ahead.
Nice.
Yeah, little fun fact: if you're on a bunch of Great Plains and you are the tallest thing around, there's nothing really there to obstruct your view.
Wait, doesn't I'm trying to remember Squonk lore. Doesn't it like die if we look at it or something?
It dies if humans look at it.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so we're good.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Well then I'll call over to him and be like,
Excuse me, Squonk. Would you mind?
Geez.
Yes.
Hello.
That's what he sounds like. That's
It
what
is
he
good that
sounds
you've done this.
oh
Hi.
god,
Oh, God.
please.
Please. Have you met my cousin Kyle?
No, I
Good.
don't believe so.
Good.
How can I help you, Mr. Mocha, Mr. Did I say that wrong? I apologize.
Oh, don't worry.
Tears start streaming down his face.
No, it's quite all right. Well, we are a bit stranded, and it seems that's a common theme for many a monster on this night. We were wondering if you had similar problems.
I was supposed to be in the Appalachians, and I'm here, and tears start streaming harder, and he's just like, I don't know how to get home.
Oh,
Oh,
don't
jeez.
worry.
Please help me.
Why does this sound like Eeyore meeting Krillin?
I
Because that's what Squonk
I-
actually is. Eeyore plus Krillin.
seeing this creature that's so like clearly shook by being ugly, I walk over to it and like sit down on its level, and
I'm shook by being
I
ugly.
He's like the size of a
Lower-
raccoon, so you're like laying on the ground.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, he's like
I
small
look like
and you're
a
like a
titan.
giant
It's fucking
bird.
Attack on Titan proportions. I just look down at him and trying to make a point to tilt my head so the other two don't really see it. I lower my mask a little bit so he can see that I have this like really gnarly, like I said, it's like a birth defect. It looks like I'd been struck by lightning along the side of my face, like scarred. And I just say,
Oh, jeez.
I just say, my fellow kin, would you like to accompany us? And I will assure you get to where you feel most comfortable.
Would I be allowed to? That would be delightful. I don't know where
I would insist
am.
upon it.
I don't know where the portal is.
Well, we are looking for a portal, and I assure you, when we find one, I will personally see to it that whoever is responsible for this gross negligence will correct their error and get you to where you want to be.
That's awfully sweet of you.
And then I like kind of slide my mask back on, and I just give him like a little pat on the head.
DJ Siren Head's gonna stomp over and be like, yo, we got a new guest in the house today. It is my main man. And he's gonna put his head microphone down to the guy so he can introduce himself.
My name is Steven the Squonk.
This is the Steven. Steven's got all the hits coming up for you fine monsters today. Well, first, we gotta get a word from our sponsor. Be back in 5 minutes. You're doing great, kid. You're gonna make it on the air someday.
This is where we would put a CastPod sponsor. If we had one.
If we had one. I was trying to think, like, my brain almost said Viagra off the bat, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that would
What
be
are you
our first
insinuating?
one.
What are you insinuating?
I don't know why that's the first brand that came to mind, but it was. Maybe because the guy is sad and meek. I don't know. Get your confidence back, Mr. Squonk with Viagra.
He's just like, oh geez, how did you guys end up here? I thought I was the only one that came out of this portal.
Well, we appeared through a portal in a nearby town along with some man-bats and yetis.
Well, that's pretty far away. I haven't seen a town all morning.
Oh dear.
Oh. We do need to
Well,
start worrying about what this means for monster kind if so many people are scattered to the winds.
Were there other monsters that you saw coming out of the portal by you?
Well, I was trying to head to my home in the human realm, and I went through the portal, and you pay the freemium, and you get to go exactly where you want, or to the exact
Yes.
portal you want. And that didn't happen. I ended up here, and I think there was some centaurs or there were some other things that were near me. And then the portal just went down, and I didn't know what to do.
Well, worry not, child. We will help you in any way we can.
And
I will say your destination is not exactly close to where we are headed, and with your small size, the travel may take quite a while.
I could ride on your back if you'd like, but no, I understand if you don't want to touch me.
I bow to let him hop on my back.
Oh, geez, don't fly too high, please.
Of course. And I look at them and I just am like, I will be back shortly. And I take off.
Sounds good.
What do I
That's
roll
the
for
end
that?
of the
though?
campaign. No.
Yeah, what do you roll
That's
for?
it. We saved the squonk.
For picking up the squonk and
We
having
saved the
him ride on
squonk.
your
Our
back?
journey is over.
Or
Oh, I thought I was like flying him to West Virginia. and back.
that would take quite some time.
All right. Well, he'll
Oh.
just be on my back then.
Yeah.
And I will make sure he gets to his destination when I threaten to murder who's ever in charge of the portals.
Yeah, so
I'll do it.
you start.
I'll kill him.
You guys continue your journey, and you see two large cities coming up on both sides of you. One to the east and one to the west, or not one east and west. One to the north and one to the south. There is what looks like a very dark patch in between the two of them. Do you choose to go through or around?
Through the dark patch?
Yeah.
Or
Dark patch like
around
woodsy or just shadowy?
to either of the cities?
Like it's more shadowy.
Hmm.
Or do you head towards cities?
I feel like the dark patch would be preferred, right? Just like
Mhm.
for who we are as not people.
Yeah, traveling through. Yeah,
Questions for the rest of the group? I don't know.
yeah. It is for like a timeline. It is roughly around 6 p.m. at this point. You've gone quite far.
Okay.
Well, quite far for Squonk. Not very far for you guys, being large creatures.
Shall we head to where there's least likely other humans?
You know what? I'll let DJ Siren Head decide.
He's like, oh god, I
Well.
gotta stop shiny hunting.
No, not shiny hunting. How dare you? I was actually looking on Twitter to see if I could find any more jokes I could make as a DJ.
Oh, nice.
Jesus
But-
Christ.
Research.
Love that.
Always. Well, hey now. All I know is that if we go dark, We don't go back. We got the heaviest metal, the grungiest grunge, and the hardest rap this side of Monster City.
Yeah, I guess we're going around.
Sounds like no. We go through.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we go
Well,
through
let's
that.
through we go.
Would you rather go to the city full of people?
I was saying,
Squonk
I
will
feel like
explode.
darkness for monsters
Oh,
is
yeah,
not
we gotta
as bad
pick
as
up Fort
for
Little
I
Squonky.
humans.
would rather not explode, please.
Oh my god.
So everyone roll me a stealth check to see how well you can sneak.
Hell yeah.
Please, my god that I worship. Let me get a good stealth roll.
God, this is worse.
2
Is that the
fives
god
in
you
a
worship?
row. No, I don't remember his name.
I got a 6. I have a +4.
Whoever the god of the wilderness is.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So you
Monster Jesus.
Yeah, very close to Possum Jesus.
He's basically a zombie.
So you flying over, like, there's nothing that it can detect the Phantom. He's flying too low to be picked up by radars and too high to be easily seen. Turns out Squonk's desire to stay at not too high is beneficial in that part. As you guys are crossing in between the two cities, there is what appears to be an old house. And in front of it, you see a brightly colored van. And as you're trying to make your way through, as tiptoeing as giants you can, you just hear the van door open while you're like within eyesight of it, and you just hear somebody go, "What if like we found monsters for real?" And then just turns and go, "Whoa, zoinks!" And then that
Oh
is
my
where we'll
God.
end the
You
session.
bastard!
And then a green van shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's
I don't have a catchphrase.
so that's where we'll end.
Oh dear,
I like it.
no.
Oh, we're gonna. Sorry, guys, we're gonna have to kill him.
We're gonna have to kill Scoob.
Sorry, Mookie, we're just gonna have to kill him.
What's Scooby Doo?
Okay,
Alright,
lesson learned.
DJ Siren Head,
Oh.
send us home for this. Unless if anybody has something they'd like to add beforehand.
Oh yeah, should I before we do the outro?
No, I think that's pretty much good. It was a fun little session.
I look directly at the DM camera and go, "Zoinks!"
Everybody, look up what a squonk is.
No.
Yes, Squonk.
If you want to get
soon.
depressed.
It's coming soon.
Yeah, he makes me He makes personally me very sad.
Thanks for rocking with us, folks, for a whole hour. Catch us next week when we go back into Monster Madness here on 104.1 The Crush, CastPod's only monster radio station.
Pew pew, Monster Madness pew.
It was a mesh. It was a crypt. Oh, it should be.
Thank you for watching,
cryptid
everybody.
celebration.
We do these every Tuesday in October, or they'll be out every Tuesday in October.
Yep.
Next time,
Thanks for
apparently,
listening.
we're going up against Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, or some version of them. So,
A pup named Scooby-Doo.
a pup named Scooby-Doo.
No,
It's gonna take me
please.
so much restraint to not sing all the Scooby-Doo theme songs as
Yeah.
Siren Head, but you know what? We'll make it through. But yeah, be sure to comment, subscribe, like. This is pretty new for us, but we've all done DMD before, but we haven't recorded it, so hopefully y'all are enjoying it.
Yeah. And look out for CastPod Conspiracies about Squonk, hosted by Calum. Right, Calum?
Squonk episode. Let's go.
When's
We already
coming
done
soon?
me and Calum already done the first episode. Yeah, you're already slating us for a second one.
Yeah, Calum, when's it coming out? When's the Squonk episode coming out?
It's coming out October. Cut the episode.